Before we dive into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to Western Wisconsin Paranormal Investigator for the amazing art they sent me. Be sure to follow the link in the description. Do you live in a nice area? Good neighbours? The sound of children playing in the street? You would think that 30 East Drive would be the same, but that wasn't the case for the Pritchard family. In this house lives somewhat of a dangerous spirit who has been known as Fred or the Black Monk. He is believed to be the most violent poltergeist in Europe and has been making his presence known for over 50 years. Now, the Black Monk's story began in August of 1966 when the Pritchard family moved into their new house at 30 East Drive, Pontefract. When the parents, Jean and Joe, were away on a short break over the bank holiday weekend, their teenage son, Philip, and his grandmother witnessed the first of many strange occurrences that would happen in the house. They saw a fine layer of chalk dust fall from mid-air, about head height, and settle on every surface in the house. They were both adamant that it had not fallen from the ceiling. When they called upon Philly's auntie to come and help clean up the mess, she discovered an unexplained puddle of water in the middle of the floor. But every time she tried to mop up the water, a new puddle would appear right before her eyes. Now this would be the start to a long list of strange occurrences, including lights going on and off, the tea dispenser activating all on its own, cupboard doors shaking, plant pots jumping out of the pots, and items levitating. Now the mother, Jean, she refused to be run out of her own home and called several clergymen to try and help her get rid of the spirit. However, Fred, or the Black Monk, seemed to just laugh at them as they tried to exorcise him from his own home. During the exorcism, holy water would appear seeping out of the walls, and the clergymen had their faces slapped or were pushed. Most people believe this is the Black Monk having a laugh, like having a joke with the family. But as time went on, it went from more of having a joke and a mess around to a more sinister type of play, as the Black Monk sent his attention towards Philip's sister, Diane. He frequently left scratches and bruises on the girl. One of the most known cases of the Black Monk is when Diane was grabbed by her long hair and was violently dragged backwards up the stairs. She kicked and she screamed her whole way up the stairs. Traumatised by what happened, Diane was even more petrified when she found that she had black finger marks and bruises around her throat. Now, over the years, there have been many different explanations regarding who the entity was. He was known to the press by Mr. Nobody, but the family called him Fred, and in time, they began calling him the Black Monk, mainly because of the apparition that appeared in front of them. A tall man in a long black robe. One of the main reasons that they think it's a monk is because many years ago a monk was hanged across the street for raping and murdering a young girl. His body was discarded down a well, which coincidentally is under the living room at 30 East Drive. For over 50 years, this spirit or poltergeist has lived and thrived in 30 East Drive. You can even go and stay there if you want to. That's if you dare to sleep there. So, 2 fun facts for you about 30 East Drive. The first one is that there's a movie called When the Lights Went Out that was released in 2012, and it is based around everything that happened to the Pritchard family in that house. The second fun thing about this house is that my girlfriend's parents actually live about 3 minutes away from this house, and I have seen this house up close as well. Couldn't go inside, but you could definitely feel the evil energy from the outside. Don't forget to click subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget you can get your very own Creepy Castle merch right there in the link in the description. Sleep tight.